Welcome to the Relevance of Now podcast with William Linville. I'm Michael Connell, your host of the Relevance of Now. Hey, William.
Hey, Michael, how are you, my good friend?
Everything is wonderful here today. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing divine, having a lot of fun. And it's interesting, isn't it? How so much more fun, regardless of what's going on around you, everything just becomes that much more fun, that much more lighter, that much more brighter, that much more clear, moment by moment, where we're all given a certain amount of stuff to look at, to address, to supersede, or just to walk through. And isn't it such a blast, Mr. Michael, to be able to look at it all, knowing full well that all of it is playing out and taking place outside of and around you? So I get presented with different jobs to do. Great. I put it right there on my get around to it list. But right now, where I'm in the relevance of the now, where you're able to really just experience the beauty of every single moment, the eternal moment, where we're all given to dos to do. Great. Let's take care of them, be done with them. But at the same time, it's one of those things, Michael, where we look at what are we willing to give our power away to? Why would we give our power away to dos to do rather than the total explicit divine levels of enjoyment that we get to move with, we get to run with, we get to play with, but also we get to explore, we get to open with, and where it's so interesting how just nothing, anywhere, anyhow, any shape, any form, really has any ability to take you out of you, regardless of how big the projects are, regardless of everyone else's wantings, but where you can really be right here, right now, moving with it, going with it, flowing with it, being totally and completely disengaged from it all and not giving your power away to anyone nor anything, where you're always right here, right now, in the relevance of the now, to be able to explore, to adventure, to laugh, to lighten up, open up, with just more and more and more ease, more and more grace. That is all here to beget you, to complement you, but also stabilizing, integrating, moving forth, running forth to honor you, my good friend.
Today, you shared you were presented with the beauty of the world, and you've started talking about the beauty of the world. And what I also heard is kind of the beauty of our true self. And can you share more about the beauty of the world?
Absolutely, my good friend. So right now, everyone, let's just take a nice slow deep breath. Inhale for 12 through the nose, all the way down to below your navel. Let's just hold for the count of 12. And now through the mouth, like you're trying to blow out a tea light candle or blow a feather gently. Just exhale through the mouth as slow as you can. Let's all do this about 3 times. To where the mind right now is becoming quieter and quieter, where you can feel within yourself right now, yourself opening up, emanating, but also becoming more and more in the relevance of you, the relevance of the now. But we're not being ran around by all the hustle and bustle. There's no pressure. You may have to do, so let's write those down real quick. I want you to write them down so they're not taking up space within yourself or your mind. Now, let's look up, let's look around, let's walk outdoors. Can you feel, sense, and experience the freshness, the crispness with pure particles of light, pure particles of consciousness and oxygenation? Let's just really get in rhythm with taking in a nice, slow, deep breath. Exhaling all the tension, all the free radicals, all the toxicities. And now let's just open our eyes. Let's just gaze around us, ourselves. If you live in a city, great. If you live in the country, great. If you live in suburbia, great. Right now, let's just look at the amazement of all the landscape, the trees, if they're buildings. Let's go beyond the buildings to really see, feel, and see your natural state, your natural divine right order within and through yourself of experience, of the beauty of the planet, no longer getting into the woe is me, and no longer getting sucked into the emotional attributes of what's wrong with the planet, blah, blah, blah. The planet's fine. Let's just take a breath and really just enjoy the beauty of what the planet, animal kingdom, plant kingdom, oceanic realms are just right here, right now, showing you. They're constantly emanating their beauty to you. The scent of a rose, the scent of a daisy, the scent of a lily, the scent of a mother of paradise. Let's really let those colors become more and more heightened, more and more open. We can really just experience all the beauty that the planet is constantly reminding you of your beauty, but also all the beauty that is constantly emanating and shining upon you. As we look at the flower, the bird of paradise, can you see just how much more heightened the oranges are, the reds are, the greens are? How much more clear and crisp all of creation starts to become for you? Can you reach down and feel the gravel or the dirt on the planetary crust? Just really feeling the solidification, the beauty, the brilliance, all that love that the planet has brought together for you to pick up a body in a body on a planet at this time, to really totally thoroughly support you, hold you, embrace you because of the relevance and the perfection and the brilliance in which you are, that you're emanating through this physical structure right now. You're no longer a robot. You're no longer a male or a female. Just feeling that graciousness of love from the planet, the whole universe, literally, to hold your body and giving your body somewhere to walk, somewhere to explore, somewhere to play, to enjoy, to express in your own brilliant uniqueness. You as creator, you as creator exploring and experiencing your own creation. Now, if we're looking at the mountains, great. Let's just tune right into them and feeling that sense of integratedness, but also that sense of iridescence, that sense of magicalness. No longer just a pile of dirt. Let's really start to connect and feel the sense of beauty in which it is animating and emanating to you with so much more ease, so much more grace, so much more lightness. Let's look at the sun. The sun rises, sun sets, the sun mid sky. Let's really just step back for a moment, take another breath, regardless of what is going on in society, where we can all just feel the warmth, the coziness, the embracement in which the sun and the universe is giving to you right now, giving to you, to add to you, to sustain you. We're letting that warmth go all the way through the flesh, all the way through the cells, all the way through the atoms, all the way through the subatoms, all the way through the molecules of your physical being. It has no thought, it has no projection, it has no perception of what you should be, when you should be, how you should be. It's totally neutral. So let's just feel that warmth filling up your whole body with you and all that purification, all that love and divination. But once again, you, your higher levels, and the whole universe are right here, right now, totally, thoroughly supporting you. Getting further and further away from COVIDs, Omicrons, Deltas, all the man made thought forms and projections and perceptions. Let's just really feel all that love coming right into you. That in turn, of course, raises your vibratory levels in the frequencies and megahertz of love, because love is light, light is love. And now, once again, just feeling the supportiveness of all that pure, clear, crisp oxygenation. It feeds the brain, it feeds the body. For yourself, you do not require oxygenation. It's only that of the body. Just take another breath, allowing all of it to open up, speed up, circulate, and emanate more and more and more within yourself and through yourself. Let's just all of us feel that embracement, that blanket of love, internally and externally, just caressing you. And right now, I want to be clear, because you're able to feel this, you are totally open to receive the love of the whole universe, which I really do not find receiving this and even all the physical pleasures of adventures, experiences. I really cannot find the difference. It's still the universe holding you, loving you, embracing you, caressing you, honoring you. Let's just take another breath of that pure, clear, pristine consciousness. Seeing the mountain, seeing the oceanic realm, seeing the land, seeing all the beauty, all the brilliance from the trees in every kingdom, animal kingdom included, that are constantly emanating their love and reminders upon yourself. And right now, what is it like for you to have no opinion, but to only have your own walk to walk as light, as love, as vinification within yourself and through yourself? Divinitization that does not buy into this, it does not buy into that. It is only seeing the beauty, the purity, and the innocence within and throughout all of society.
Thank you for all that clarity. That was super clear. I'm not even presenting really with any questions. And I wanted to also thank you for the reminder, because I find it's very helpful to quiet the mind when you breathe in and you see and feel the particles of consciousness, the facet of creator consciousness that these particles are, and experiencing them in the body when we do take our deep breaths.
And the part of the deep breath, I just want to be clear that it's not necessarily about just oxygenation to the brain. When you take a deep breath, Michael, you start to separate yourself from the mass collective. That's why the whole breathing thing, whether it's in yoga, Tai Chi, from Qigong, and all this other stuff, is to bring you back to you. Not short breaths of survival, but a deep breath. We inhale all those particles of light and then we hold, and now we're exhaling all density, all constructs, all conflicts, where we can actually literally feel the purification within your physical being opening up, emanating, and accelerating with more and more ebb and flow, more and more ease and grace that is totally, thoroughly taking you out of the complete ideal of space and time. Because you look at bodies, right? There was one time they were living to the 900s, then now, what is it, the hundreds, and on and on. But you ever wonder what has created the body to break down in the first place? And it all comes back to missing your own mark and buying into judgments, personas, perceptions, rather than bringing it right back to you within your optimum health and well being. That's where we get back to the fountain of youth is within you, just like this whole planet technically is a Garden of Eden itself that we're moving with, we're moving around, we're flowing with. And the more that we get into our own natural flow, our own natural clarity, flow isn't about today, tomorrow, the next day. The flow only exists right here, right now, including the fountain of youth within you that is not buying into, not locking up, not tightening up, because there's nothing really to tighten up about or to lock up about. I mean,
Yes, that's the transition to our presence in the relevance of now that we're all going through.
exactly. And it brings up another topic, Michael, like youth and vitality, right? I mean, you look at your parents, their parents, their parents' parents, and you just look at for a moment how much they've bought into the perception of time. At 30 years old, this happens. At 40 years old, that happens. 50 years old, that happens. 60, on and on and on. All this stuff happens. But what about for a minute if we all just take a breath? What about if we all just honor what's in and through yourself right now? That you're no longer on the wheels of karma. So you're not speeding up your journey to pop out and step out of the body. What happens right here, right now, when we just let ourselves go through our own temples of rejuvenation, letting the world be the world way out there and around you. But what is it like when we all step off the wheels of perceivable time and aging? Because the bodies are funny like that. So if I say body, right now you're feeling hypothetically 78 years old, great. Body, I would love to feel and experience my energy back, and I welcome back all my energy, all my power, all my soul fragmentations, cleared and purified unto myself. I really want to know what it feels like to experience being 23-year-olds again. And watch how the energy within your body starts to shift, it starts to change. Yeah, there's a little bit of perceptual time because the body is now getting rid of all the crustaceans. Many dear ones get alarmed by this because they call it a detoxification, on and on. Well, it is a detox. It's releasing anything and everything that's ever created your body to perceive and look like a 78-year-old body based upon all your identities with everyone else around that have been 78 years old. Okay, this has to happen. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. That's going to happen. Prostate's going to go out. I'm going to drop my utero. It's going to start sinking, on and on and on. But why? Now we're getting rid of all the mimicking. We're bringing it right back unto within and through yourself. It brings me back to like if I work a perceivable 8-hour day, let's all ask ourselves, can we do an 8-hour day, a 10-hour day, 12-hour day, whatever it may be for yourself personally? Let's all ask ourselves, how should I feel? Many give in to, I should feel tired, I should be exhausted, I should be blah, blah, blah. But let's stop for a minute, take a breath. Let's really experience within yourself, how does your body actually feel? Not what it should feel, not what the projections we're sending to the body, but letting the body show you how much more pristine, divine, and how it actually feels when, if anything, the ideal day of work is to come home more energized than when you first went to work. The rest is based in judgments, identifications, and constructs that drain your energy rather than showing up and flowing through each and every moment. And for yourself, if you wish, Let's break it into segments. Okay, there's the morning hours, and there's lunch hour, then there's the afternoon hours, then there's the evening hours. Great. At lunch, let's step back, connect with yourself. Preferably, you're connected with yourself 24/7, but we got to start somewhere and really feeling what the body's experiencing. Some stuff, okay, got me again, says yourself to the ego, but okay, be gone, be gone, be gone. And let's welcome back all of our energy, all of our power once again to where you're starting to feel more engrossed. You're starting to feel more vibrant. You're starting to feel more radiant. And then, okay, let's start the afternoon, not with a big giant lunch, not without a big giant lunch. Are you even hungry at lunch hour? This is a whole nother thing of connecting with your presence and your body. No, we go through the afternoon. And it's interesting, right? Where you feel more and more energized, you feel more and more radiant because you're not buying into, okay, now it's after lunch. Now I'm going to feel this way. I'm going to feel that way. Well, how about we stop and take a breath to see how you really feel and how your body really feels? It's a whole different dance, Michael.
Yeah. And the beauty of the world, creation, just really connecting back to that. You talked about being that 24/7, and these are ways that we can assist ourselves in getting to that point.
With ease and grace. Reminding yourself the universe is gentle, not mental. The mind's your friend, but then it's the ego of what drives you a little bit batty.
Thank you, William, for really bringing to light the beauty of the world and allowing us to expand into it, to feel it, and also to mentally understand it. That was really awesome. Thank you.
And having a blast more than ever, my good friend.
And thank you all for joining us. This has been The Relevance of Now with William Linville. Please click subscribe. Join us next time. Namaste.
Namaste.